Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Lamar now from the gun. As the open man downfield. Breaks free in the center of the field. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Hits him on the out route. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third and a lone yard coming up. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play action now. Young taking a big shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Brody near the 10. And he is in for 2. No one expected that fake as they lined up to kick it. And with it, they've taken the lead. Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Trying to reverse it on the kick return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. They connect on the deep shot. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's a pickup of 8, and that brings up 3rd and 6.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner, too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Here we go, set, go.
He'll get this down to the 40. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Rush coming for Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Sit up.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Thank you.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Escapes a defender. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now hang on, we have an injured player out there, and everybody knew who it was straight away. That's their quarterback in some pain, less than a quarter into this season. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Here's a quick throw to the left. It's inside the 10. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 10-8 is our score. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
19 Lion. 18 Pioneer.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Young. Touchdown, Carolina. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Flowers now to return it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll bring out Ty Zettner to send it away on 4th down. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Panthers football. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Set. Cut 19, cut 19. Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers need only 1 to take the lead. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers jump in front now by 5. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
19 Tiger.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. you can find pay dirt.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go! Track 60. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, Young. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So they let 1st down stand since it worked out well for them. The penalty declined. That brings up 2nd and 10. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
Young on the play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last thing, 19. Come on, come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7-5. 7-5.
On 3rd down, it's Young. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers jump in front now by 5. Reed now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Justin Reed with the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Completed to Flowers. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. It's the Ravens beginning their drive here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Smith on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
He's got it deep downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Trying again following the sack. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
60 Maverick, 6 Warriors, 70. 79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
3rd and long, Young. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Escapes the pocket. And he's finally out at the 4, just a second away from a touchdown. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He's got it inside the 20. Run down, and at the end he loses the football. It's not free. And Carolina makes the house call. Touchdown. The Panthers picked up the fumble and ran it home. As that play broke big, we both thought it might go for a touchdown, Brock, but not like that.
No, how about the wherewithal? Just the poise in that moment to make the recovery. A lot of times you get that big play and a fumble, you just jump on it, not him. He recovered it with eyes for the end zone still, and the smarts to just keep pushing forward once he secured it.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Well, some trickery here on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. He's trying another one deep. Defender's there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. He still has room inside the 30. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Oh, boy, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that Well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
70
From the red zone now. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Track 60.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Flowers now to return it. Look at this out of the bag of tricks. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. They give it to him again. Jukes out a 1-stop. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Justin Reed with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Smith in the pistol. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was...
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Complete beyond the marker. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! And he gets in for the 2. Successful conversion there, but it's still a 9-point deficit. Still a 2-possession game. And the Panthers secure that kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
48-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll get this one to Watkins. Juke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Reed now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Smith back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Brought in right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st. From the gun, Smith. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll try and punch it in, and they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Pressure comes, Smith. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
Ravens 46. Justin Tucker as the kickoff for Baltimore.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And it sets up 2nd down.
18 run, 18 run. 10.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has a man. It's Brooks. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. Young on 1st and 10. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.